Psychology confirms, you're his plan B. If he shows these 8 behaviors, they say, if someone wants you, you'll know. If they don't, you'll be confused. And confusion is exactly what he's giving you. He calls you when he's lonely, texts you just enough to keep you hoping, but never fully chooses you. Psychology calls this the backup attachment, when someone emotionally keeps you as an option while chasing someone else. So how do you know if that's happening to you? Here are 8 subtle but powerful psychological signs he sees you as plan B, not priority A. 1. He's consistent, but only when it's convenient. In the beginning, he seems all in, texting you every morning, complimenting you constantly, and making you feel like you finally found someone who truly cares. But slowly, something changes. His messages become less frequent, his tone less warm, and his efforts start to feel calculated. Yet, just when you're about to give up, he suddenly sends a sweet text or gives you a little attention again, enough to pull you back emotionally. This cycle is not random. Psychology calls it intermittent reinforcement, a powerful behavioral pattern often used consciously or not to create emotional dependency. It's the same principle used by casinos. Players don't win every time, but the unpredictability keeps them addicted. When applied to relationships, it trains your brain to crave his attention, even when he gives it inconsistently. Each small reward, a message, a compliment, a call, releases dopamine, the same feel-good chemical linked to addiction. Over time, you start chasing that validation, mistaking anxiety for attraction. The truth is, his inconsistent behavior isn't proof of love. It's emotional manipulation that keeps you invested while he gives the bare minimum. And that's how you unknowingly become his plan B. 2. He avoids defining the relationship. When you bring up the topic of commitment or try to understand where the relationship is heading, he suddenly becomes vague. He says things like, "Let's not rush," or "I just want to see where this goes." At first, it sounds reasonable, even mature, but psychology reveals something deeper. It's a form of emotional distancing. He enjoys the comfort, attention, and validation you give him, but he's not ready to offer emotional security in return. By avoiding definition, he keeps control. He can have intimacy without obligation. This behavior often comes from fear of commitment, or the desire to keep his options open while still benefiting from your affection. The truth is, he's not unsure about you. He's protecting his freedom. You see confusion, but psychology sees comfort, because as long as you stay without clarity, he gets everything he wants, risk-free. 3. He keeps you around during his lows. Have you noticed how he only reaches out when he's lonely, sad, or feeling rejected, but disappears once he feels better? That's not love. It's emotional convenience. He's not seeking connection. He's seeking comfort. Psychology calls this ego restoration, when someone uses another person's attention or affection to repair their wounded self-esteem. In those low moments, your kindness becomes his temporary fix. You make him feel wanted again, valued again, but only until his confidence is restored. Once that happens, he no longer needs your presence, and he retreats until the next emotional crash. It's a one-sided cycle where your care becomes his medicine, and your emotions become disposable. This isn't a bond built on love or respect. It's dependency disguised as affection. If he only shows up when it benefits his ego, you're not his priority. You're his emotional backup plan. 4. You feel like you're always auditioning. You start to notice how much energy you spend trying to impress him, rereading your texts, second-guessing your tone, even changing how you dress or behave just to get his approval. That constant pressure isn't normal attraction. It's a symptom of approval anxiety. Psychology explains that when someone treats you as an option, not a priority, your brain enters a state where your self-worth depends on their reactions. Every compliment feels like a win, and every ignored message feels like rejection. You start competing not with other people, but with your own fear of not being enough. This dynamic keeps you chasing validation instead of experiencing real connection. And here's the harsh truth. When you're busy trying to earn love, it means he's already decided your role to keep you seeking, never secure. Real love doesn't make you prove your value. It helps you remember it. 6. He mentions other women. Casually. When he casually mentions another woman, a friend, a coworker, or even his ex, it's rarely accidental. Psychology calls this subconscious comparison, a subtle tactic that keeps you slightly insecure. By bringing up other women, he reminds you that you're not his only option, making you work harder for his attention. This behavior triggers mild jealousy, which shifts the power dynamic in his favor. It's a quiet form of emotional control, keeping you in competition mode while he enjoys the attention. The goal isn't honesty or openness. It's to keep you chasing reassurance he never truly plans to give. 7. You only exist in his private life. He might talk to you every day, share personal things, and make you feel special, but somehow, you never meet his friends, family, or anyone important in his life. He doesn't post you, avoids public outings, and keeps your connection hidden behind screens. This is a psychological tactic known as compartmentalization, the act of separating parts of life to avoid emotional conflict or responsibility. By keeping you in a private box, he enjoys intimacy without accountability. You exist in his comfort zone, not in his real world. This allows him to maintain other relationships or possibilities without feeling guilty. It's not about privacy, it's about control. When someone truly values you, they integrate you into their life naturally. But when someone keeps you invisible, it's intentional distance disguised as discretion. If you're only part of his private moments, not his public reality, he's already decided your place in the shadows. 8. He gives you hope, not action. He tells you everything you want to hear. I like you. You're special. We'll see where this goes. Yet his actions never match his words. This is called future faking, a psychological tactic where someone uses false promises or hopeful talk to keep you emotionally invested. Each sweet word gives you a reason to stay, even when nothing changes. It's manipulation disguised as affection, a way to buy time while keeping you hooked. When his words sound sincere but his effort stays minimal, he's not building a future with you, he's keeping you available for his convenience. The truth is, being someone's plan B doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means you've been giving loyalty to someone who only offers temporary affection. Psychology confirms, people keep backup partners to protect their ego from loneliness. Not because you're lacking, but because they are. So next time he shows these signs, don't wait for him to choose you. Choose yourself first. Because real love doesn't make you wonder, it makes you sure.